We are celebrating Carmen. If you're a longtime Local 4 viewer, you know I haven't always been the guy sitting next to Carmen behind the anchor desk. Before there was Devin and Carmen, it was Mort and Carmen.
That's what I hear. Mort Crim was an award-winning journalist when he came to Local 4. Carmen was just 2 years into her first TV job when she was paired with Mort.
An unlikely match, perhaps some thought, but it was pretty clear right from the beginning they had something special.
Carmen was a very young person. She still looks young and acts young, but she was actually very young.
Brand new, actually, if you wanted to say. Very green.
I like to say I started working with her when she was a girl, and now she's a very young woman who's aged quite well.
I did not have that experience of working in another market to fall back on, and so I had to learn rather quickly, you know, how to work with a journalist like Mort Crimm.
I'd rather have you rain on my parade, Mal, than snow on it, but I guess we don't have a choice.
That's right. To be forewarned.
Carmen was hardworking. She was dedicated. She clearly had talent, and I think it was pretty immediately apparent from the first time she and I anchored a show together to the management and to me that we had a good team.
Woodward Avenue is quiet right now, but in just a few moments it'll be alive with the sounds of marching bands, floats, and balloons.
You know, Mort, there's nothing like a parade to get you in the holiday spirit.
There's a certain thing called chemistry, and when it happens, and I think Carmen and I very early on discovered, and management discovered, that we had that certain something called chemistry.
What do you call it?
And she joins us now live.
Magic. It was magic. Yeah. It was magical.
You know, we anchored together for 16 or 17 years. I don't know the exact number, but it was a long time. And in all of that time, Carmen and I had one serious spat. And I doubt that there are many married couples who can make that kind of claim. We got into some kind of a disagreement about how the shows were being divided. Now, as I recall, that was the basis for it. And things kind of got out of hand, and we started being cool to each other on the air.
I stopped speaking to him.
I guess.
On the air. I wouldn't look at him.
Finally, Alan Frank came in one day after a newscast, and he said, "I want to see the two of you up in my office."
Put us in the office upstairs and said, "Work it out."
Well, Carmen and I sat down on the couch, and we looked at each other. And I think within just a minute or so, we were starting to laugh.
And he apologized.
And we reached over and hugged each other and said, "Isn't this silly? We've been acting like children." And we walked out, and that was the end of it. We never had any argument or serious disagreement after that.
Do you know that we have been here for what, almost 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours?
Seems like 10 minutes.
It really does. We've enjoyed every bit of it. We certainly hope that you have. We've got
Yes, she's been a good journalist. Yes, she's been a good anchor woman. Yes, she had great work for. But I think Carmen's legacy really transcends her work as a journalist and as a television personality. She has been truly a part of the heartbeat and the spirit of the city of Detroit.
And you can see more memories, laughs, and flashbacks of Carmen's career tomorrow night here on Local 4. Celebrating Carmen comes your way at 8. I'll be there, Bernie, Ben, Chuck Gatica, and of course, Carmen. You won't want to miss it.
These have been so good. We've got another week of them too.
You and I are in the same position, same that I was with Mort. That you
yeah,
now, that it's not the kind of person you want to follow, but it's exactly the kind of person that you want to follow.
Absolutely, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it's great.